Right. So somebody is trying very hard to keep their shit together around you. And the more they suppress it, the louder it's getting. There is money, status, desire, commitment, fears, a hidden truth, and a person who loses control on the outside but is carrying a whole damn storm underneath. So you all, one of these messages is going to be change your entire story. Okay. So let's get started. So this is, I'm getting the first message, like someone abundant, stable, and secure is coming to take you home. So I'm getting that this is a provider energy, solid, established, someone who has their shit together financially or is actively building that kind of life. And I want to notice the wording, like take you home. So what does it mean? This isn't giving temporary entertainment energy. Actually, it's giving someone who wants you incorporated into the world, their space, their actual life. You're not being approached from a place of scarcity. You're being approached from, I have something real to offer you. Okay. And like they're ready to make their move. See, enough watching, enough calculating. Like this person has reached that point where sitting on their feelings is becoming more uncomfortable than taking the risk. Like I feel action coming after a period of hesitation. It could be a message, it could be an approach, an invitation, like something, that makes their intentions harder to hide. You don't have to drag this person towards you. They're preparing to step forward. And it ghosted you because they have trust issues. So this makes sense. See, now this is important because I don't want you to internalizing somebody else's dysfunction. So this withdrawal says more about your emotional defenses than your worth. All right. They may have wanted you badly, then panicked when the connection started feeling real. Trust issues can make somebody run from the exact thing they secretly crave. So you were not necessarily too much. You may have like simply gotten close enough to trigger something they haven't healed. All right. And see what we have here. They want you naked. It means attraction is super strong, like very, very strong. All right. This person is physically drawn to you and their imagination is absolutely like does not stay innocent. All right. There's chemistry here that gets under the skin. They notice your body, your presence, the way you carry yourself. You're not just only intellectually interesting to them, you are a temptation, a serious one. All right. And we have this forbidden temptation, like they can't hide their desires. So this feels like attraction with complications around it. See, something about the connection may feel off limits, inconvenient, like badly timed, or difficult to explain. Yet desire does not care about your carefully constructed little rules. They can suppress it, they can rationalize it, they can act unbothered. Their behavior like eventually exposes them, and that's a catch. And see, maybe they're not ready for a committed relationship, working on career or finances. So it means that actually here is where I need you to keep your crown on. See, this person may genuinely want you while genuinely not being ready to give you the relationship you deserve right now. All right, both can be true. Maybe their focus is security, career, money, stability. They're trying to build themselves up before making a serious romantic promise. So don't confuse attraction with availability because you deserve both. All right. And we see a high profile job is coming your way. So yes, this one we call shift, like a huge one. The spotlight, like directly onto you. Your professional visibility can increase. It's going to increase. Better position, better opportunity, more recognition, something that puts you in a room with people who have influence, status, or resources. And this could literally change how people perceive you. Your career energy is not giving small, it's actually giving elevation energy. All right. And wow, like a secret is about to unfold. Okay. I hope that you are able to follow me. So let's continue. See, somebody is like something is hidden, okay, in reaching its expiration date. Information comes out, could be a confession, it could be a revelation, something you sensed but couldn't prove may finally become obvious. And honestly, this could explain why somebody has been behaving strangely. Okay, the truth is already moving towards the surface. So, like, you don't have to force it out. And completely ruthless when pissed off. So, I'm seeing a switch. Okay, calm until they're not. They may be extremely controlled, patient, even reserved, then become absolutely unforgiving when they feel betrayed or disrespected. There's intensity underneath the composer. This is somebody you don't play mind games with. They may forgive selectively, but once that line is crossed, they can shut the door hard. Or it could be you. Okay? Because I'm seeing here that there is a contrast here. More than them, it's talking about you. Okay, and say married. This needs to be read carefully because it can literally indicate someone married, but it can also describe someone deeply tied to an existing commitment like family structure, business, partnership, or established life. If there is an actual marriage involved, that is the complication the spread is flagging. All right, don't romanticize the complication. Let the truth reveal itself first. We already have the disagreement is about to unfold. Your position should remain clear. You are not auditioning for the place in somebody else's chaos. All right. And see, we have got a repressed emotions. That could be the cause here. Like this explains a lot. Like somebody is feeling more than they're admitting. They push it down, they distract themselves, they stay busy. They tell themselves they're being logical. Yet the emotion keeps resurfacing because depression does not erase attachment. It just makes it come out sideways. This person may look detached while internally being anything but detached. And say someone with strong influence is learning about you. So, wow, like this is something that makes sense. Okay, yes. Say it carries like the energy, okay, which is like, so this is actually different. This isn't just somebody casually noticing you, all right? Someone with reach, authority, status, or serious connection, okay, is getting information about who you are and what you're doing. They're asking questions, they are paying attention. They want a full picture before they approach, and honestly all this can tie back like straight back to this high profile opportunity we have talked earlier. Okay, somebody may be quietly putting your name in rooms you haven't even entered yet. Your reputation is traveling before you do. That's powerful. Okay, and see the next message is soul eater. Oh, my soul stealer. Like, wow. This giving me the vibe, very strong vibe of someone who's just like, see, this is loud. It's talking about person like a person who does not find you attractive. They experience you as somebody who gets under the skin and stays there. You linger. All right. You haunt the quiet moments. They can distract themselves, stay busy at compose, whatever, but your energy still finds its way back into their head. There is something almost hypnotic about the way they experience you, like once they get a taste of your presence. Ordinary connections like start feeling what? Flat. See, all this is a kind of attraction that quietly rearranges somebody's priorities. They may not even understand why you have this much power over their emotional state. They just know that they can't shake you, and that is why this matters. This message matters. And next we have the bold, adventurous, and fearless. Whoa! Now this totally talks about you. All right. See, you are not timid. Okay. You're not timid when you finally decide you want something. You're bold, adventurous, like willing to take a damn risk. Like, okay, like you, this is not someone, you might be someone who gets bored with stagnant energy. All right. Let me, um, okay, give this download. Yes. You want movement, experience, chemistry, something that actually feels alive. All right. And yes. And I see that you're becoming more daring than you normally are. Okay. You may want to like take, you know, yes, you might be want to go somewhere. All right. Try something new. Pull out of your usual routine. There is this like, fuck it, let's go, like streak around them. Okay, they don't just want see, they don't just want to admire this bold, adventurous, fearless character of your persona of yours from afar. They admire you, but they don't want to do it from a distance forever. Okay, that's why I'm telling you that eventually they want an experience with you, like something memorable, something that changes the dynamic. Okay, and see what we have here, cunning like a fox. Like it's talking about you, all right here. Whoa, like your energy is really, really something, yes? So, absolutely. You're not easy to read as people assume. You can be sweet, approachable, even playful, but there is a strategic side to you that people don't clock immediately. Okay, you first watch, you listen, you figure out shit out before you make your move, and that makes you dangerous in the best way because you're not here out here announcing every plan you have. You know when to speak, when to stay quiet, when to let somebody expose themselves. That's street smart energy. People may underestimate you because you don't need to prove how sharp you are. Then they realize, damn, you already figured out them out 3 moves ago. Whoa, now it talks about something real, huh? We are getting this really filthy rich. Whoa, and we also have the psychic here. Like, wow. These two energies are like, wow, it's like a combination rather than opposite combination. See, now we're talking serious. Wealth. This person isn't just comfortable. There is an energy of abundance, access, influence, and resources around them. They know how to move money. Okay, they know how to create it, protect it, leverage it. And I'm getting somebody who can operate in rooms where decisions get made. But what really catches me is that this is showing up right after someone influences learning about you. So definitely your name could be reaching people with serious resources behind them. You all, this is not giving random little opportunity to me. Actually, this is giving a door opening into a completely different financial environment. Okay, for you, especially for you. And psychic is like, this is why I don't think the money is a whole story. There is a psychological connection here. Someone is fascinated by the way your mind works. See, they're trying to figure you out, your reaction, your instincts, the way you read people, and the things you notice with being told. You get underneath their surface. Okay, they can have money, status, influence, whatever, but yet you still manage to make them curious. That's a part they can't buy. Your mind, your perception, your ability to see through the bullshit. And once somebody realizes you can actually understand them beneath this the image they have portrayed out there, they present like to everybody else, that is different. And that's what we have here. Suspicious and stubborn. All right. So now we're talking about something much more powerful here, okay? Suspicious and stubborn. Like, okay, this person does not hand over trust easily. So the caution things. They read between the lines. They can be stubborn as hell once they have made up their mind. But here's the interesting part. You may actually be one of the few people who makes them caution their own assumptions. Now, they could initially side eye your intentions, try to figure out what you really want, even convince themselves you're too difficult to read. Okay, then you keep proving them wrong. And once this person finally decides to trust you, they are not halfway about it. The stubbornness turns into loyalty. Okay, they dig their heels in and say, yeah, this is my person. This is my person I want to be with. And see, the next message is actually very, very like clear, that very dominant. They're gonna baby you and will be affectionate as fuck with you. So this makes full sense. Okay, what we have been talking about earlier. Let me give you the clear interpretation. See, okay, this makes a personality much clearer about this person. This person is dominant in the sense that they naturally take charge. All right, they like making decisions, they like handling things. Maybe they do it on a daily basis. This is their work. They're protective, decisive, and very I got it, don't worry about it type of. But with you, the hard exterior softens as fuck, like they're going to baby you. They're affectionate, touchy, attentive. The time to check whether you ate, whether you got home safely, whether you need anything, then act like it's completely normal. They will give you butterflies and then they will act normal, straight face, poker face. They can be intimidating to everybody else and ridiculously soft with you. That contrast is what makes this connection hit. You get the authority and the tenderness. That's the energy. Wow, see? Next energy is Princess of the Underworld. It's talking about you. Okay? Talking about you. And next we have the Orphan card. So it could mean many things. Let me be clear with it. Okay, let me give you the clear interpretation. See, you all, this is the dark feminine energy we have here. All right? Coming through hard. Let you can be sweet, but there is a whole side of you that people do not know at all. You have been through enough to develop depth, instincts, boundaries, and that quite like I don't fuck with me type of radar. You were not naive, you are not easily manipulated. There is something mysterious about you because people can sense there is an entire world underneath what you chose to show. And honestly, that's part of what makes you so damn captivating. Okay, you don't need to announce your power, but people just feel it. And then we have, now this can go a very few different ways, like I told you, orphan. You all, for some of you, this speaks to having felt emotionally unsupported, overlooked, or like you had to figure things out, certain things out by yourself. For others, it can describe someone who grew up feeling separate from their family or had to become independent way too early. And I actually think this matters because it explains the self reliance streak around you. You will learn not to wait around for somebody to rescue you. You'll learn how to pick yourself back up. So when somebody eventually comes along wanting to protect you, baby you, spoil you, and make life easier for you, that contrast is going to hit hard because you're used to carrying yourself. Okay? But next is something that is going to be changing the whole picture because we have playful, eccentric, and spirit spirited, and we have this legacy. Then we have that you are evil and it's hot. Like this is how they sees you, all right? So let's get straight to it. So what actually this means? See, okay, this is changing, okay, the whole picture because underneath the darker guarded energy, you're actually fun as hell. See, you have this unpredictable side. You can be serious 1 minute and completely ridiculous the next. You don't move like everybody else. You have your own dreams, your own humor, your own little quirks, and that eccentricity is part of the attraction. This person is going to love that they can't put you in a neat little box. You keep surprising them, you keep the connection alive. There's always another side of you they haven't discovered yet. Now we're talking about something bigger than personality. This person sees longevity around you. They can envision building something that actually lasts, yearning, your work, your family, what you create, what you leave behind. There is substance here, and I feel like they're not just attracted to who you are right now, they're fascinated by who you are becoming. Okay, they see potential in you. They see somebody whose life is going somewhere that makes them take you seriously. I see you were evil and it's hot. This is how they sees you. Yeah, well, this is basically them looking at your darker side and finding it ridiculously attractive. No literal evil I'm talking about here is that mischievous, untouchable, slightly dangerous quality. You can give, I already told you, the sweetness, the switch up and become completely unreadable. You have that I know exactly what I'm doing energy. They may think you are a little wicked sometimes, a little trouble, a little too clever. Okay, and instead of being turned off by it, they're fascinated. This edge is what gets them. You are not just pretty to them, you are dangerous pretty, and they just like the shit. And next, what we have, nostalgia is different. All right. And we have this hardcore first. Wow, like a predator is watching you. All right. So nostalgia, yes, this truly something. Okay, this like feels like somebody getting hit with that weird sense of familiarity around you. All right, like what? Like why does this person feel familiar? Okay, we are getting here the Six of Cups energy. Even if the card is not present here, they may replay little moments with you because something about your energy takes them somewhere emotionally. It's not necessarily literal memories together, it can be that you trigger a feeling they haven't experienced in a long time. Comfort, especially excitement, innocence, and that old school kind of connection that actually means something. You bring out a softer part of them that they don't show everybody. And see, you genuinely hit different for this person. That's the simplest way I can put it. They can meet attractive people, they can have chemistry with people, they can have options. Then you show up like out of the blue, and suddenly the comparison starts. Something about your combination of your personality, edge, humor, intelligence, and energy does not feel replaceable. You don't fit neatly into the usual type, and all of a sudden, you become an exception. And see, hardcore first. Okay, like wow, this is intense. I'm like reading there's somebody watching you with extremely focused attention. Okay, not casual glance, not oh they're cute type of. I'm seeing a predator watching you. Okay, yes, this is locked in observation. Yes, I'm getting here a predator studies before it moves. How does the predator do? X. And there's the energy I'm getting around this person. Patient, calculating, highly attentive. They're watching how you move, when you are available, what gets your attention, who approaches you. And there is a hunger behind the observation. They may look completely composed while internally they're thinking that, yeah, I want that. And you all, with everything that already came out about the dominance and those repressed desires, it totally makes the attraction feel a hell of a lot more deliberate to me. Okay? And now we have they are determined, they're determined to have you. Okay, we have this next door neighbor energy here, wanna fuck you like an animal. Oh my god, spiritual baddie. All right, miraculous events are about to happen that will leave you speechless. And okay, we have the mafia and the queen bee energy as well. All right, so as I told you, all the energies are speaking directly here without any second guess. They are definitely, truly, determined to have you. Okay, this is no longer passive attraction, as you can see for yourself. This person has made a decision internally. They may still be figuring out how to approach you, but the desire itself is not confused. They want access to you. They want a real chance with you. And with everything we have already seen about their dominant nature, the determination is going to show up through action eventually. Like they are not, um, you know, not trying to admire you forever from the sidelines. They want to make something happen, and they're not gonna just wait there and let anyone else whip you off like like under under their nose. No, they're not going to be letting that happen. So we have this next door neighbor. Okay, next door neighbor energy. So it's telling me something about, what should I say? Neighbor means that this could be someone literally, like, you know, living around, like next to you. Okay, could be literally someone who lives in your neighborhood. Because this is interesting, because this can literally point to proximity. All right, somebody close by, like somebody in your immediate environment, somebody who sees you more often than you realize, like in an everyday basis. It could even be somebody whose routine overlaps with yours, like same area, building, same workplace, same neighborhood, community, somewhere you regularly go. So there are variations here. All right, so they may know more about your movements than you think, simply because they're around, and you are getting noticed more than you actually think. Okay, yes, and that makes the attraction feels less theoretical, because this person may already be within your orbit, so it's something practical. All right. Wow, like, oh my god, see, we have this message here, like, wanna fuck you like an animal. So the physical attraction here is off the charts, absolutely feral. This is not candlelight and rose energy. This is raw chemistry, instinctive, hungry. Like we already talked about the predator, so definitely a predator is going to be hungry, and when they will like finally what like catch their prey, what do you think they will do to that prey of theirs? This person wants you physically, and they're not exactly having polite little thoughts about you. Okay, there is a primal quality to the attraction where they want to completely lose themselves with you. And because we already had that forbidden temptation matches already, I'm telling you, they may be trying very hard to keep those thoughts under control. They are not succeeding at all. Okay, so when finally you might end up together in a closed room, you can just imagine what will happen to you. I am not going to be giving you all the details, but you already can know what is going to be happening. And spiritual baddie. So this is like out of the purely physical, and reminds me that this is connection is affecting you on another level. All right. Your presence, your energy, the way you carry yourself, it reaches beyond surface attraction. Because of that, their way of thinking about you is also something that crossing the line, because you are energetically connecting with one another, whether you are able to feel it or not, but they are definitely doing it. This person may feel strangely connected to you without being able to logically explain why, like they can sense you before they understand you. And for you, this can also speak to becoming much more aware of your intuition, your own body, your energetic boundaries, and what actually feels aligned. Like there is something deeper underneath all this chemistry, all right? And miraculous events are about to happen that will leave you speechless, like, okay, now you need to pay attention. See? This sounds like the kind of development you cannot manufacture, all right? Something unexpected shifts, an opportunity appears, a person reveals something. Considering we already had high profile energy, abundance, influence, and a secret about to unfold, I would not be surprised if several pieces of your life suddenly start connecting at once. You may literally have one of those wait, how the hell this happened moments soon enough. And mafia energy, now I'm not taking this literally. This feels like power, high risk, royalty, okay, loyalty, secrecy, influence, and somebody who knows how to operate behind the scenes. Energy is totally seems like the mafia, but not a literal mafia. This person may have a very intimidating presence. They know people, they know how to get things handled. They are strategic. They don't necessarily announce every move before making it. And with the strong influences learning about you message, This reinforces the idea of somebody operating from a position where they have connection, authority, or serious leverage. All right? And queen bee energy, and this feels like you again. Okay, the queen itself. You're not entering the room trying to compete with everybody. You walk in and somehow the room just literally adjusts on its own. People notice you, people gravitate towards you. There is social influence here without you consciously seeking it or not. You can be independent and still command attention. You can be soft and still have authority. That's queen bee energy. All right? You don't need to chase the throne because when people already recognize who is sitting on it, they just follow. Okay? So, y'all, this energy is honestly wild. You have got somebody who is powerful, stubborn, deeply attracted. All right? Emotionally guarded and still somehow getting completely pulled into your orbit. There is a lot happening behind the scenes that you don't see yet. So let the situation unfold naturally. Don't chase it, don't force it. Let them show you what they are really about. Take what resonates, leave the rest. I love you all. See you in the next reading.